Hi everyone, we're here with Matt Petroviak for round 4 playing Esper Control. Matt, are we keeping this hand?
Yeah, we have 2 1-minute interaction spells, so that's good enough for a keep.
Okay. Now, being that, are we still going to lead with Colonnade? I guess that's the question.
Probably gonna lead with Fountain.
You mean the Flooded Strand?
Yeah.
Well, we could just pull. Like, he's a green deck. I feel like it's kind of likely he's going to have a 2-mana play. So we could.
It's looking like the Elves right now, and they actually don't run many 2-drops. So
Okay.
I would play the Flooded in case we need to path. Like an Azuri or an Archdruid.
They actually, let's see, Azuri costs 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he could, in theory, play that. We'll play the Flooded Strand. And
It
it would be important to path Azuri because Verdict's not going to take care of Azuri.
If it's the Elves, I actually board out snares, cause they, Jesus.
Am I getting a Hallowed Fountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to. We got a Verdict for sure.
Yeah. I board out the snares because they don't. They only have like Spellskite and Mystics, or not Mystics, Visionaries, and that's it.
I feel like we can get the Colonnade play out of the way, but I don't know if you want to telegraph anything else.
Colonnade seems like the right play, because he's not even going to be putting on too much pressure right now, because he's on 1 land, so he's going to be tapping those guys for plays.
Yeah.
That's just parody right there with the Negate. Okay, already collect a Covenant. So if it's anything big, we path it. And we're just looking to survive until we play our Wrath.
Yeah, the only thing I think we really need to path is probably Azuri, because nothing's gonna be that big. It's Elves and it's converted mana cost 3 or less. So
yeah,
probably Azuri. And that way our Wrath is live and he can't regenerate anything.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually, if that's his only collect company, I'm actually really glad he's getting it out now, so he doesn't do it to refuel after the Verdict.
Yeah, so there is an Azuri. I will definitely.
Ooh, and those are 2 good hits on his part.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying, but I'm gonna go and path Azuri now.
Yeah, definitely the right idea. Wow.
So we can go Island Drowned Catacomb and not take any additional damage.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8. So he's going to put us to 9. If we use a Polluted Delta, then we'd probably be at 7. And that assumes that he doesn't have another Elvish Archdruid to play, which would be kind of the worst.
We're scared of another Pump, and we're scared of another
Azuri.
Like Craterhoof even.
I don't know if they play Craterhoof in the They don't play Craterhoof in the Collected Company deck.
Really?
Yeah, at least I don't think they do.
I know the one I played against the GPA had 1.
Okay. Well, so do we want a Delta, or do we just want
to? Probably. No, Island seems fine.
Okay. And he's got 4 cards in hand. Ugh. Watch him play a. Maybe we want to.
Yeah, we snare that to prevent him from drawing.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
And that means that he probably doesn't have anything bigger planned for this turn. But he still has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
9, 10, 11. He still has 10 mana.
Oh my god, this is going to be a Craterhoof? As I said that? Okay, that's 100% fine. Okay. Just 7? Oh, dear God.
Even Azuri we don't care about right now, because he can only save 1.
Is he Green Sun Zenithine? Oh, he's courting right now. This is what I was telling. We'll see what he courts for, but
how much mana did he use?
He's deciding because he's 3, so he's gonna get an Eternal Witness or an Azuri. Oh, jeez, dude.
What?
The actual worst. The actual
What?
worst. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
We just lose.
Yeah.
What?
Because he it's in there for that reason. He knows exactly what we're gonna do. He knows we're about to wrath next turn, and that'll stop it.
Man.
All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8 again. I guess we can still think twice, and
No, and don't show him any more information. We just lose here because we can never hit Wrathman and he'll kill us.
Yeah, that is true. Well, what I was... Oh, you know what? We don't even have... I was going to say we could kill it, but we don't even have a white source for...
Yeah, we would need to hit white sword. We would need to hit Plains Path.
Or Dismember. What are the chances you think we hit a Dismember?
Oh, no, because he got Spell Sky, too. We don't even have an out.
Oh, we know. We're just dead. We're just super dead. Wow, that was really gross.
Yeah.
That's some sick tech.
So...
Dispel.
Yeah, Dispel comes... Snares go out. We bring in the Wrath, the Night of Souls, the Curse.
Tasigur doesn't seem very good. Like,
no.
He goes so wide that just having, like, a big one defensive blocker doesn't do a whole lot.
Remand comes out. And then the question is, do we want Cliques or do we want Purge? Over.
What do we want Purge for? Magus?
That's not worth it, you're right.
No, Clique seems like it could be okay because it... But I don't think we really want Clique. I think we're just trying to be... We're still just... I think... This is my guess, but I think we still need to try to be just a board control deck, right?
I'm a fan of Clique because they're not going to have removal, so like he trades and then he interacts with their hand. Like if he can take away like an Azuri or a Thrawn or a Cord, like that's... But yeah, what do we take out here? Maybe a Think Twice and White Sun?
Yeah, we probably don't need White Suns. I mean, could, like, obviously I'll just close the game quickly when it comes to that time, but...
I would go to White Sun and Think Twice.
Alright.
And just hedge our bets here.
God, that was really brutal.
Yeah, so we gotta be careful now with that. I was not expecting that.
No, that totally caught me by surprise. This seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah, this is great.
I'm just wondering, do these need to end up getting basic lands?
I think we can afford to fetch an island on the Delta if we lead with that. Actually, oh no! We can go Hallowed and then Plains because Path can answer the thing. So he would have to hit Spell Sky and...
So you want to get a Hallowed Fountain?
Yeah. Because we're gonna need double white when we hit Colonnades. That sucks, but yeah, Flooded. It's fuel for Logic Knot. And then if he doesn't do anything that's worth countering, we can... That adds a really interesting dynamic to this matchup.
Is this another Magus? I might be worth countering just because of how explosive it can make his turns.
I disagree.
Okay.
We have two paths. So I think we can let this come by, think twice to get another card deeper. Touching up island. Do we want island or plains is the question. I'd get...
God, I feel like we need to get some basics considering what happened to us earlier.
Yeah.
Our other 2 lands are blue sources, so there is that.
Yeah.
Actually, that Flooded Strand can even get
good.
It could get an island.
Yeah. So play the Flooded. And then I would path now. Never mind. Or during his upkeep.
You want to path this now?
Yeah, because it's gonna get him more mana later. So this forces him to, if he has a cord, he has to fire it off now.
If he has a company, he has to fire it off now, and then we can logic knot it.
Yeah.
Which looks like he's gonna do. So I'm gonna get an island and logic knot this.
So he just spent 4, so he's got
for 2.
Yeah. They don't run Spear Guide, do they?
No, that would be the ultimate insult.
I've lost to that before against a discard deck.
That would be so sick.
Okay.
I think we can probably play a Colonnade, right?
Yeah, get that out there.
Well, Dispel is going to be really good against all of his collected companies and that other thing, Quarter Calling.
Okay. Wrath is good.
I don't think we need to use it yet.
No, we don't. No.
Just Watery Grave, right?
I would play Catacomb, so we have 5 mana, representing more stuff.
Okay.
Because as weird as it is, like, this gives us the opportunity to, like, flashback, think twice, dispel, and path. If something.
Yeah, no, that's true. That is true. Which we're about to dispel this anyway, so.
Did we need to?
I mean, that's a good question. I just snapped at it.
Yeah, I agree with it. I do. I really do. Because, I mean, the more he plays, the less likely it is he has another, right? So he probably runs, 8 instances.
I guess the reason I let it is that's what we brought him in. We brought them in for that and for Cord.
Yeah. You are exactly correct, sir. Flow the white in response. Flow the white from the Colonnade in response.
Is there any way he can... I'm just trying to think really quick. Is there any way that he can punish us?
I don't think so. He'll only have 2 mana.
Cord is 3 green and X, right?
Yeah. So he can do it for 1. He can't get Spell Sky. Or wait, he still has a land drop this turn. Oh, but
should I just do it now? Because we did float a white, and if we want to still,
I think we want to see that if he goes to combat, because if we fire it off now and he doesn't attack, he can play a land and Spell Sky in response.
Okay, yeah, that's really good.
So see, he's attacking, so now we know it's safe.
So go ahead and path it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The only reason I had mentioned possibly doing it is in case we wanted to path it, and then flashback think twice, all on this turn.
Which is definitely what I wanted to do too, but I feel like that was a little safer. Yeah, just play it tapped and see what he does. I mean, really, we can take 2 a turn for a little more.
Yeah. Especially with this Wrath, we don't care as much about...
Okay.
I haven't seen that one. There's like some
Yeah.
hidden combo I don't know about. Are we like dead because I let that resolve?
He can. I think that's telegraphing that he runs a Crater Hoof, I think, because he can tap out and then.
This seems like it might be worth crypticing.
Or no, that doesn't work. I don't know.
I think we wanted to. We don't want him to get back a Collected Company. He could still. He may still have a cord though.
Oh, well, he might want to try and get that Magus back too. But
No,
if he
Magus is exiled. This is his graveyard. He's got 2 Collected Companies.
Right. Does he run another Magus? Do you think? Because if he runs another Magus, if we counter this, he can get it. If he has a cord. Or does he? Because that's no.
Well, we're kind of in the same boat that he can still make a bunch of mana with Heritage Druid at this point.
4 or 5. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and counter.
You think so? It's difficult. It is really difficult. You know what? Maybe we're overthinking that. Maybe his plan is literally if Eternal Witness resolves, he gets back Collected Company and then casts it with Heritage Druid. Maybe that's what his. Maybe we're overthinking it. I'm gonna counter it.
Yeah.
I'm all paranoid. Counter draw, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god! What? Return target permanent. What am I returning? I'm returning my island? Why did that just happen?
What?
I'm returning my island and I'm tapping his creatures. Well, he had a cord, obviously. I don't know. Maybe he's tapping to make me... I'm so confused. I'm literally confused.
No. We just time walked ourselves.
This is the one thing that I sometimes hate about Magic Online. That's why, like, I don't know if you notice how I redo the same thing so many times so this doesn't happen, and I just redid it. And, you know, well, we're going to Wrath.
My headphones came off. No, dude, we're just baiting him into the board wipe. It's fine.
That was so stupid.
Alright. Yeah, right. I hope he plays out a bunch of X1s.
Please play a bunch of next ones. Is that 2 cards in hand? Five mana, 6 mana. What is this?
This better not be a cord for fucking...
It's for another Eternal Witness. Or Magus.
This game. Yeah.
Well, maybe we should have flashback Think Twice there, but we can definitely flash it back now. Can you see a reason not to flash it back now?
Go for it. Tap the... Yeah. Alright.
I do wish now we had gotten that other blue source that when I had mentioned it, the other basic island.
Well, we didn't have these, like... The game is completely different. I don't know. You may be completely right.
So that, like, technically we'd be in the same place that we are now if we had, like, if we countered Collected Company, we'd be, like, if we had countered Collected Company and then Wrath next turn, we'd be in the exact same position we're in.
Mm-hmm.
It's so annoying.
It's laughing at us now.
Yeah, I think we're just going to die.
Does he win?
Probably.
Five, 10. Wow, that's lethal.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's not a thing we can do about it. So now knowing what we know, the right thing to do was, did we have the wrath? Did we have the wrath when I did that Cryptic Command mistake?
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was in our conversation, but we both made a really big mistake.
Yeah.
If when I said, well, all he wants to do is Eternal Witness and get back Collected Company and plans to cast it, we should have just let him do it like he ended up doing anyway.
Yeah.
And then just rat the board, which we did anyway. Now, I don't think we had enough mana to rat and hold up Cryptic.
We did not.
But in our getting too deep in that whole play, we just made a really big play mistake. It could have been my fault. I don't know if I talked us into that somehow, but
well, going back even further, like when we fetched the Hallowed Fountain, we did not have our other white sources.
We drew a Colonnade.
Yeah, but we didn't have the other flooded for the plains.
Yeah.
So we at that time we. I don't know. I would have to see it again.
Well, I mean, obviously I'll be posting it. I'm super annoyed at that fucking Cryptic play. I think I did it twice too to make sure I was doing it right. What you can't see on my screen is something about, and I was trying to fix it earlier, but something about the way that XSplit does layered window recording causes my mouse to flicker 20 times a second, and it makes it move very. It looks like it's moving slow because it's blinking so much. So that I feel like, and I've been trying to fix it, but I have to be really careful because it makes it sometimes difficult to click on things that are small and precise. And so I think that what happened was the mouse was blinking really quickly, and I went to select counter draw, and I ended up returning my freaking island somehow, and I don't know.
How many Maze of the Moons do they run?
I don't know. I didn't even know they ran that card. That was really unexpected and annoying.
Did the GP Charlotte list run that?
Maybe.
No, look. Because Elves took down the tournament.
It did. So we're 2-2, right? So the best we can go is 3-2. Yeah. I still am so mad about the Cryptic. All right, well, viewers, we are going to go ahead and see you guys in round 5. See what else we can learn about the Elves deck. But hopefully, if nothing else, I think we're still putting on a reasonably good showing of Esper control.
The list that won the GP did not run that card.
Well, that card seems super good.
But I think
was it in the sideboard because he.
No.
Oh wait, no, that's how we lost game 1 anyway. So.
No, it's not in the sideboard either. But I know I have seen. I think one of the top 16 Collected Company decks ran 1 or something like that, but it wasn't the Elves version.
Well, it was super gross, that's for sure.
Yeah, that was. Huh.
This name seems familiar. Anyway, all right, guys, girls. We'll see you in round 5. Thanks a lot for watching.